Hello everyone, and welcome to the second part of the new division preview, as we looked at the 27th guards in the last video, where we saw a lot of new toys, and now we're gonna look into the 24th Infantry Division. Once more, shout out to the WARNO Monthly October if you want to sign up for that, if you want to get yourself into competitive play, especially with the new patch and the new divisions and so on, and check that out down below. And with that said, let's jump into the 24th Infantry Division for the US Army, which brings quite a lot of nice stuff as well. And we start in the logistics tab this time around, as we get the M54A2 over here, which is a nice 1250 supply vehicle that you get for yourself. You get some UH supplies as well. You get some UH-1A capture UEs as well, which is nice. As command vehicles, you get some Bradleys here, and you get some M577 CPC here as well. Bradleys are M2A1 models, which have the base stats of what we are used to from the current Bradleys that we had in the game. There are new Bradley versions now. The M2A2 version that will be retroactively be put into 3rd US most likely is not yet here, but there's a couple more versions that we will go over in a second. Infantry tab, as you can see, we have military police in different forms. We have the military police patrol, which we already know. We have the military police patrol M67, which we already know as well. Good unit. MP leader here with M14s. Big leader unit, 11 guys here. All potentially still subject to change. When it comes to prices and so on, maybe there might still be some changes. And if you see any bugs, they potentially should get fixed as well, though most of this here should be bug free. Military police is a new unit here, which is really chunky. It doesn't have the security trait, but it still has the military police trait to help out with the National Guard units that are new here as well. And it is also bringing some firepower with 2 M60s, as we're also getting now a couple other MGs as well. But yeah, more M60s here. One in the National Guards version, 5 points cheaper with Reservist and the normal one. And then a big 50 cal here with an M2 HB as another MG team. And then we come to the National Guard, which is part of this division, filling in the slots to make this a full-size division and being shipped over. But with second-rate equipment, and also the issue of coming in reservist form, and with equipment that is second line in form of laws, in form of M47 dragons instead of the Dragon 2 that you, for example, get with the normal fire teams. But all of this makes a discount. And also the Bradley is a normal M2 Bradley, and that means it comes with the ITOW instead of the TOW 2 on it. And outside of that, it has the normal stats compared to the M2, the M2A1. The M2A2 will be up armored, but yeah, it only has a TOW instead of an ITOW, which obviously kill potential wise makes a lot of a difference. They also come as reservist here, as the crew is National Guard as well, so they have some other performance issues here as well. But you can still only have them as a step in between, as you still get all the other good units here with the normal fire teams. You don't get any mechanized rifles, which means that you have mostly smaller squads. The only bigger squads that you get are the engineers and the engineered dragons, which only have the normal dragons, the military police, and the aerial rifles, which come with the new M240B MG. So these guys here coming equipped with some nice firepower. NG TOWs here coming in as the cheapest American ATGM team, but they only are equipped with a normal TOW missile, so they are a bit weaker here as well. ITOWs and TOW 2 still around as well if you want to hit harder. TOW 2 obviously still top end, even with the Conquerors M on the Soviet side now. So still a really good amount of choice, but as I said, no bigger squads, which is an issue, but you get a lot of Bradleys, especially with the National Guard units, where you get 12 per card, and you also get them at a discount, but you pay for it a bit in killing power. Artillery-wise, you have some decent stuff here as well. National Guard version of the normal M109 howitzer. Yeah, disheartened, so means it could break and it has a bit lower rate of fire and so on. But you get it cheaper, you get more per card, so still can be worthwhile. M270 cluster and some mortars coming around here as well. Tank tab, you get more of the National Guard as they bring you ITOs in this Jeep. Then you have some normal M109s with the ITO or the TOW2. You get some normal CAVs as well, which is nice. Nice infantry support. And then you get really nice discounted M1 Abrams from the National Guard. And you get a lot of them per card, but obviously, once more, with the reservist trait and with lower stats as they come on the experience level poor. If you want to get something better, you have 3 cards of M1 IPs, so you can absolutely only go for the M1 IPs. But you can mix and match this as you want, and that gives you quite a nice M1 fleet. If you really just want to bring out a big M1 fleet, the National Guard has you covered. Or you can mix these guys nicely. Recon tab wise, you are well up as well. You get some National Guard scouts, which bring M14 with sniper equipment or normal M14s. You get your scouts with M240 that can come in a ACAF or in a Huey. Though without AT, I'm not quite sure why you should bring them in a Huey. You get your sniper teams here. You get your M981 FISTV, your M150s with TOW missiles, your Kiovas in different versions, and your normal OH-58 scout helicopter with the minigun on the side. And you got your Bradleys as well. Bradley here with a new skin as well and a new model, looking absolutely dope. The M3A1 here, really, really good looking little vehicle here with very good optics. The TOW2 as you're used to from them, but looking better. AA wise, you get a National Guard version of the Stinger, but this is also the OG Stinger, not the Stinger Post. So this one has lower accuracy, plus reverser straight suffering here once more, but you get them really cheap and they still deal 5 damage, they still have good range, only the accuracy here really being hurt. And you still get your prowls, pivots, OH, so you're absolutely fine in the A tab. Only slot costs is a bit painful, so as all of this has to be shipped from the US, so yeah, you're paying a bit in logistics. Helicopter-wise, you get 2 per card Apaches, which is for sure really strong. They are National Guard as well, so they once more have to deal with reservist trait, but the 2 per card here are really, really good. And outside of that, you can go for quite a lot of Cobras as well, which are not National Guard. Those are the normal contingent. And yeah, the National Guard Apache here could hit quite nicely, but obviously performance-wise a bit lower, especially stress-wise, can be spooked quite quickly, but in general still a really worthwhile vehicle. Comes cheaper, comes with more per card, so can be used quite nicely. And then in the air tab, we have a bit more lovely things. The F-Force, all the standard versions here, HE, AA, Seed, and Napalm. And then F111 cluster, so standard as well. Then we got an F-15C Eagle AA2, as it has 4 AM9 Sidewinders now, and 4 AM7M Sparrows below it. So a bit of a different weapon loadout. Outside of that, still a fantastic plane, still 40 ECM, exceptional agility and air optics, fantastic speed. And then we got next to that another version of the Eagle, which still has fantastic speed, and which comes with the GBU on its wings as well, next to 4 AM9Ms. So good sidewinders and really, really hard-hitting guided bombs. It drops 2 at a time, so you can get 2 drops out of this, and they really annihilate. You pay a hefty price for it with 350 points, but if the enemy doesn't get these guys out of the sky, they will punish them, and thanks to their 9 AM9s, their 4 AM9s, they can defend themselves quite well as well. So the 24th, really good high-end equipment here in the air tab, and then a nice mix and match here in the infantry, tank, and helicopter tab when it comes between National Guard and the usual infantry units that we're used to. So really nice mix up there with the National Guard being represented now in the game as well. And yep, quite nice. Still pretty quality division in my eyes. Like, this is not low quality stuff. And they still can stay in the ground for sure. And I'm really looking forward to both of these in action. I think both of these divisions are doing quite well. I don't think they will immediately overtake the top end divisions at the moment, but they for sure will enhance the roster that we have at the moment nicely. And it's nice to have stuff like the National Guard represented in the game. And yeah, really looking forward to see all that. And if you are up for seeing more of this content, and if you want to see this in action, consider leaving a subscribe down below, consider leaving a like. We will for sure get into gameplay with these two divisions in the next couple of days as well. So stay around for that, and see you next time. Bye bye, have a great day.